Hi, good morning aspirants. As part of our initiative to cover daily current affairs within 15 minutes a day, within 15 minutes, we are here to start today's Hindu newspaper and let's complete in 15 minutes. To not miss the content, don't forget to subscribe and show your love toward by liking the like button, and you will get the notes for this today's newspaper in our telegram channel, which will be in description by 10 a.m. Let's start today's first article. This is the article from Hindu. Orbit reduction maneuver of Chandrayaan 3 performed. This article tells that we are just 1437 kilometers away from the moon. The project by ISRO Chandrayaan 3 is expected to be successful. If everything goes right, it will be by August 23rd. We will be landing. Our lander will be on the southern pole of the moon, and the moon exploration will get successful if everything goes right. This article, important takeaway from this article is it also tells that we are having lot of conversation with Japan. So Indo-Japanese lunar polar exploration that is going to be come soon, which which seeks moon's dark side and the exploration of water. So it's going to have research on moon's dark side and exploration of water on it. It is expected that this mission will get launched in in next couple of years. This is expected to be our our important one of the collaboration with Japan. This is about this one. One important article is India Japan collaboration is going to happen. That's important takeaway. Let's go to another article. Another article I choose is change state's name to Kerala. Actually, Kerala wants to uh, uh, change its name from Kerala to Kerala, for which they have passed a bill in Kerala Assembly too. But the actual change will happen by following the Article 3 in the Constitution. It's in the hand of Parliament by simple uh, legislature, by simple procedure, by simple as a simple bill they have to pass, because Article 3 deals with the formation of new states and alteration of states, and boundaries are names of existing states. Any change will be dealt with Article 3 as per the Indian Constitution. This article indirectly shows the regional assertion, the regionalism that is asserted in the area. So this becomes part of your paper 1 under the regionalism in society. This is important takeaway, sir. Another article I choose is number of elephants in Kerala goes up to by 364, from last count touches 6,395. See, we are going to celebrate World Elephant Day on August 12. Ahead of it, this news came. This is very important, sir, because recently a report has come on elephant data on conducting survey. The report, interim report on Asian elephant population and demography estimates 2023, reveals this data. As per this, significant increase in the number of elephants is there, and the survey has been conducted not in just Kerala, sir, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra and Goa. In all these states too it has been conducted. Main important outcome is this in 2010 it was around 5,740, but by 2017 it came to 6,049. Now it has increased by 346. Actually, this census has been conducted in 23 forest divisions. Overall average density of elephant density is 0.34 per square kilometer, sir. And two important takeaways I want to tell is the Bandipur Tiger Reserve has the highest density with 1,116 elephants and the density of 0.96 per square kilometer, sir. And other one is Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. This is also having 831 elephants, which shows density of 0.93.4 square kilometers. So these two facts are important takeaways from this article, which will be posted in our Telegram channel by 10 o'clock. Don't miss these facts. This is very important part of ecology and prelims too. And these are the important takeaways. Next, we go to another article, sir. This is that 70s show. This is article from Hindu, sir. Actually, this article tells that recently, India's Commerce and Industry Ministry has took one step, sir, that sudden restriction on imports of laptops, PCs, tablets, and servers on August 3rd. This decision has taken for two reasons. One is to give impetus to domestic manufacturers, and second one is security concerns. See, to give impetus to local manufacturers as a part of incentivization, they are linking this to production linked incentive scheme. This is very important. This will boost for our production of laptops and all these things, laptops and personal computers, tablets, servers we are going to produce, and who are going to produce more, they are going to get more incentives from the government. This is fine, but there is a concern too. The important concern is sudden restriction on import can lead to disruption in supply chains, sir, which due to which we may get the shortage and price hikes, and especially during the festive season, this can lead to higher inflation too. So we need to be very cautious while using such a policy measures, because inconsistent policies and excessive taxation can negatively impact India's investment climate. So these recent developments could deter investors and hinder India's reform progress too. So we need to be very cautious. This article tells that such a step which we took now is like in the 70s license Raj era, because we are having restrictions on the imports without seeing the consequences. So we should be very cautious while we choosing such policy measures. This is chasing consensus. This is from today's Hindu, sir. Actually, this article tells that the ongoing war between Russia and China, which has been from the past 18 months, hasn't resulted to any climax, and there has no peace talks too. So Ukraine's counterattack hasn't yielded the major gains. So it was expected that international intervention is crucial in building an agenda for future talks. In this step, Jeddah Conference, which involving 42 nations, is aiming to resolve the Ukraine conflict by building consensus among major powers, in which the Russia is not going to participate. Excluding Russia, around 42 countries is going to expect in this participate in this conference and discuss about the best way out. Because as China, India, and South Africa has been participating in this peace cooperation dialogue, it was expected by the Western countries that China and India will play active, constructive role in building consensus and building peace within these countries. Let's see how this get unfold. We want this to go away and the peace prevail. Let's see how this get unfold. Of course, it may take time, but steps are necessary. Another article, stop the fence sitting in the cluster bomb use. So when we look at the history in the World War II, this cluster bomb has been used, with which a lot of civilians got damaged there in the World War II. After that, we came to certain consensus that international agreement has happened and called Convention on Cluster Munitions. This has been in 2008. As per that, we are going to ban the cluster bombs. Many countries agreed to this agreement actually, but major countries like US, Russia, China, India, and Ukraine didn't agree to this convention. As Russia and Ukraine has not agreed, both are resorting to having these cluster bombs, which are damaging the civilians on both sides. This is a very important step. This needs to be addressed. And one important development is US is ready to send the cluster bombs to Ukraine for as a support to the Ukraine. So this may escalate some tensions too. So we need to have a clear-cut agreement between the nations, and international convention should come into enforce. Some sort of legally binding can be enforced. Certain conventions, protocols must be established how to use this cluster bomb and how can we avoid it. So the best practices should come into the international practice. Another article is SMRs. This is about the energy security, sir. Actually, there is a plan to resort to conventional nuclear power plants for energy security. But the problem with it is we have a lot of issues of time and cost overruns with the nuclear power plants. So alternative to this, we can look for this small modular reactors, which can be used as alternative, or we can be using as complement to NPPs. So it was planned that we need to build the capacity of 300 megawatts capacity through this small modular reactors. There are certain advantages with the SMRs, the small modular reactors, because this can be safely set up at existing brownfield sites with stringent zoning requirements, and most of the land-based SMRs can be designed by using low enriched uranium too, and that can be help for energy security, and the safety net can be established because we are using low enriched uranium here. Another important point is to take is the manufacturing. Another important takeaway from this article is certain regulation has to be brought in where private people will made to be participate in this, and certain regulations has to be come into enforce for the public safety, so that the fear among the public can be reduced. So these are the important takeaways from this article. Let's go to another one. Another important article is China goes 10 months without envoy in India. This is about China is not having its ambassador to India till now. From the past 10 months, we are heading to G20 summit. Even though it's not taking steps, such a measure, such a lacuna can give a signal that there is something abnormality between India and China. So it has to take step. It might be taking time to whom to appoint, but it has to take certain fasten its procedure of appointing this ambassador. This will not only reduce the gap between China and will give the opportunity to reduce lot of other issues too. So this is an important step it has to take up early as soon as possible. Another article I choose is to curb price rise, center to release more food grain stock by open market scale. As per this article, in the previous year, the retail price of wheat has increased by 6.77%, while the wholesale price has risen by 7.37%, which shows that there is inflation is there regarding to the food grain. So for rice, its corresponding increase or 10.63%. I mean, and wholesale price has risen by 11.2%, which all these facts tell that there is food inflation there in India. To curb this inflation, we are taking some steps called open market sales scheme, through which Indian government has decided to sell the 50 lakh tons of wheat and 25 lakh tons of rice. So this move aims to ensure sufficient domestic availability of rice, wheat, flour, while curbing their prices. This is an important step that India going to take to reduce the food inflation. Let's go to another article. Another important article, a House panel tells government to ensure fertilizer availability, increase local production. As per this article, the Standing Committee of Parliament on Chemicals and Fertilizers noted that production of fertilizer in India is 281.83 lakh tons and consumption is around 401.46 lakh tons, and deficit is 119.63 lakh tons. For the 119.63 lakh tons, we are going to imports, which is causing lots of exchequer fiscal deficit. So it has urged for the committee recommended for going for local production. This will help India, and it also noted that there is anomaly in GST rates. That the GST tax on fertilizer is 5%, whereas on raw material is 18%. This anomaly has to be corrected. Then only we are going to for local production of fertilizers. This will help for self-sufficiency of fertilizers too. So these are the important articles that I took from Hindu article for today's newspaper. The notes from all these articles will be customized to write in our mains, GS mains, and will be provided in our Telegram channel. Join the Telegram channel and get the downloaded content. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Have a nice time.